A decade has come and gone since the Nike Tiempo Legend was first introduced in 2005 as a tool for the footballer playing with grace and elegance. Now, the sixth generation sees the light of day, taking innovation and craftsmanship and combining them to reach a new level for fit and touch. At least, that's what Nike are saying, having spent 2 years on stuffing the Legend 6 to the brim with modern technology.
Some things never change, but although the new Tiempo is equipped with a premium K-leather upper like any other Legend, it's actually a bit different this time around as Nike engineered a new adaptive leather upper that absorbs less water.
Now that leather has been vacuum pressed on top of an inner skeleton made of light foam. And that's quite brilliant because not only does it offer stability to the upper and lockdown to your foot, it also allows Nike to keep the leather super soft and ultra thin to make it as comfortable as possible. And while vacuum pressing is not exactly traditional craftsmanship using OG tools to put together a boot, the Legend 6 still feels like a dream because it's got some seriously top-notch kangaroo leather that feels astonishingly soft on your feet. And also it's far less claustrophobically tight around your feet, especially on the toe box compared to the Legend 5. And this whole construction with a leather foam skeleton upper actually means that the Legend 6 really molds quickly around your feet, almost like it's trying to become an extension of your skin. A bit like the Venom symbiote in Spider-Man. As soft as the front of the boot may be, the hardened heel part offers this stable cradle where your foot feels securely and comfortably strapped in. Although I could have done with a little bit more lockdown in the midfoot. It's not a deal breaker, but just a little bit more. But with that said, the Legend 6 actually feels broken in from straight out of the box. And after a few sessions, it feels like you've basically never worn anything else for your entire life. No blisters, no heel slippage, no overstretching of the leather. And with the boot being relatively wide and true to size, it's pretty much grab and go. The Soleplate is pretty much the same as on the Legend 5, with conical studs and a rather flexible soleplate that offers a good overall amount of traction, combined with a nice maneuverability and natural movement. In other words, it does a job without feeling too sticky, and hey, if it ain't broken, don't fix it. If Nike was a language, Tiempo Legend would translate into touch. And the Legend 6 is no different. Because here Nike used the foam skeleton to create the same quilted sensation as we know from the earlier models of the Legend, simply to eliminate water seeping into the boot from the little holes created by the seams on the upper. The result? A clean, dry, and classy touch on the ball. Even, actually, in the mud. Okay, so they did add a few seams, 2 actually. But all in all, the touch on the ball is very close, precise, and clean. And that's because the leather is so soft that it really wraps your foot extremely closely all over your foot, and it feels amazing. But also because of the foam and because of the fact that the upper is made from leather, you do get a slightly elegant, soft, and padded sensation on the ball as well. When it comes to friction, there is a bit of a quilted feel, but you don't get any, really, and to be honest, I don't really mind anyway. Shooting also feels pretty good with a nice solid weighted sensation and a relatively low toe box. But other than that, the Legend 6 is relatively no nonsense. So it's not gonna give you the touch of Pirlo, sadly. If you're good, you're good. If not, well, no Pirlo, no party. To be honest with you guys, I was a bit skeptic when I first saw the Tiempo Legend 6. Both because of the looks, but also because of the fact that I really liked the Tiempo Legend 5. But that skepticism lasted approximately until 5 seconds after I got my feet in the Legend 6. It's that good. To be honest, the Legend 6 might feel like a classic boot, but it's not. Instead, it's full of stuff from the future. It's a bit like a Porsche, basically, where the newer cars still look and feel like a Porsche should. And while the old cars have their own charm, the new ones are just better cars all around. And the Legend 6 is the same. It's comfy as an old school Tiempo, but performs like one from 2016. Mission accomplished then? Very much so, I'd say.